Wallet cases for your iPhone 10? Let's check out some options. Dave Taylor here, and I want to look at iPhone 10 cases again. Now, if you've been paying attention to my channel, which hopefully you have, you know we've already looked at slim cases at some detail, and I've looked at a bunch of rugged cases for the iPhone 10. But what about the wallet style case? So I saved those up, and we got 4 different styles of wallet cases that we can look at. And we have our test American Express credit card that we will try putting in, because if it's a wallet case, it should actually let me put in ID and a credit card at least. So we're going to use that as a test. And 3 of these 4 cases are actually from a company called Melco, and they're pretty nice. So let's start with this one. This is perhaps the simplest of all of them. This is just a simple actual leather case. This is called the card slot back. And if we put it in the case, then we can see that it fits very nicely. It's a very snug case. It does not, however, have any bevel above the surface, this particular one, so that might be something you'd need to know about. But how about that credit card? Let's see if it will slip in the back. And the answer is, it fits in nice and neatly. In fact, it's pretty snug, so it's not like it's gonna shake out or anything. I'm not sure the phone likes that sort of gesture, but whatever. So, works with the credit card. There's very little space in here. It's pretty slim. So maybe a credit card and ID, but that's about all you're gonna get out of this. The only other thing to know about this actual genuine premium leather case is that the entire bottom is left unprotected. But I mean, it still has the edge on it, but everything's wide open. So it's good for your music, for the speakers and everything. This is the Melco card slot back in red. And if you go to melco.com, it's 35 bucks. If you go to amazon.com, it's $18.49. So I don't need to tell you which one you should check out if you want to pick up this case. So that's one. Now let's look at another one. This is the Melco. Let's see, what is this one? This is the Cocktail Slim Flip. And this is kind of a neat case. So you can see here, it opens up like a little portfolio, and it has a hard plastic case here. So the phone obviously fits into it, and I'm not going to put it in properly because I know from experience it's really hard to get the phone out of this, which is probably a good thing. But from a design perspective, you close it up. There's nothing to keep it closed. There's no strap or anything. So that's something you might want to consider. But once you have your phone in there, then obviously there's space. Nice easy space. There's 2 pockets, so there's space for a couple of different options there. And this also is a premium leather case, and it has a nice detail on the front. And one thing I like is there's actually a little hole on the edge here at the bottom, so I should hold it this way. And so I think you could put a little lanyard through it if you wanted to have it as something you could carry that way. So nice option. This is the Melco Cocktail Slim Flip, and it's 45 bucks at melco.com or $29.99 at Amazon plus shipping. So some of these don't have shipping charges, this one does. So that's number 2. Now, I'm gonna skip the 3rd Melco case because we're gonna jump to the Spec Presidio wallet. And Spec makes all sorts of really cool cases. In fact, the Spec Presidio Inked is my favorite case right now. But this one, not so much of a fan of it. It is sort of a softer rubber on the inside and a hard exterior. So it's tough, and you can see here that it will fit your credit card, and then you just push it out when you're ready. So that's nice. And let's see, I'm pretty sure it actually has a bevel, which I think is pretty important. It's another one of these where it's not so easy. Someday I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to hear this snap, and I'm going to have a phone in half, and that would be really bad. So, so far so good. And Siri, chill out. So this one does have a bevel. It's certainly not a huge amount of bevel, but enough that if I drop my phone face down, that it'll actually be protected. So that's good. But all in all, not a huge fan of this one. As you can see, it ends up being almost like a little handle sticking out of the back. And since I really like streamlined, I find this to be less than my favorite case. So this is the Spec Presidio wallet. Might be something you would like. And it's $44.95 at spec.com. So the only thing left to look at is the one that is my winner for this particular iPhone 10K shootout, and that's this guy. This is the Melco FO PU Leather. I don't know what PU stands for, but it's not actually leather, which is nice for my vegetarian and vegan friends. And it's called the Alphard watch. And this particular case obviously is in blue, but you ready? Aha! So it's really kind of like two cases in one. So you have this part, which you put your phone in, and there is no bevel, but it's not really designed to work solo like this. They actually have some magnets going on, which is cool. So you drop it, and it will stay up. But what's nice is you can also take it out, and you can use this as a bit of a stand. So you can have your phone like this, for example, if you want to read, or you can certainly do it sideways, and as you can see here, works just fine sideways. And in fact, you can go from here like that, and so you don't even have to really change the configuration. And then finally, will the credit card fit? Let's find out. The answer is yes. And this one has 3 pockets. So there's a lot I really like about this case. I think that it's a really cool design being 2 separate parts. So if you are in a situation where you want something a little slimmer and more modest, then you have this, and it's nice. You know, again, there's no bevel above the surface, so it's not going to protect your screen, but it's still nice and simple and elegant. And then when you want the whole deal, then you have this sort of little tiny wallet. And not only that, but there's a clasp on the side that's held together by magnets. So this one's really cool. And what I also like about it is it's not actual leather. So for people that aren't a big fan of having animals killed so they can have pretty stuff, then the Alphard wallet is definitely a win. And this particular one, the question then becomes, all right, how much for this one? And so this one from melco.com is $40. Or if you pick it up at Amazon, it's $35, but there's shipping included. So I think it's cheaper to actually get this particular one at Melco. Now, before we go any further, do me a favor and click on that subscribe button so we can stay in touch and you can find out about all the other iPhone 10 cases we're reviewing. We have some cool ones coming up, so stay around. Thank you. Now, all these different choices, and the question would be which one's best for you. You know, I've looked at about 25 different iPhone 10 cases by this point, and I can tell you that each of them has its audience. So if you look at these and you think, ooh, that would be really nice, that works very well with my lifestyle, then one of these could be great for you. And for me, like I said, of the wallet style, then this Melco Alphard wallet is definitely my choice. So, it's Dave Taylor, and I'll catch you in my next video.